Hello everyone, this is Bhumika Tak, student of Government Women Engineering College Ajmer, pursuing BTech from Information Technology, and I am here to give a industrial training presentation on the topic of machine learning and data science with Python. Here is my training details. I have completed this training from GoEduHub Technologies and the mode of training was online. The duration of the training is 45 days. Here is the certificate for the training. These are the content which I am going to discuss with you. Now let's start with the introduction to Python. Python is a general purpose, dynamic, high-level and interpreted programming language. It supports object-oriented programming approach to develop applications. These are the characteristics. Interpreted read and executes code line by line. This makes debugging easy. Second one is expressive language. Python code simple, it makes them more readable and understandable. Third one is portable. Python run equally on different platforms like Windows, Linux, etc. Fourth one is object-oriented. Python supports both procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming, which is one of the key Python features. It also supports multiple inheritances. Fifth one is large standard library. Python downloads with a large library that you can use so you don't have to write your own code for every single thing. Now, Python has 5 standard data types. First is number, second is string, third one is list, fourth one is tuple, and the last one is dictionary. Now, let's move on the next slide. Python string. String is a type of immutable data type of Python. A string is defined either in double quote or in single quote. Creating strings is as simple as assigning a value to a variable. Next is Python tuple. Tuple is a sequence of Python objects like list with immutable feature. We cannot add or remove an item in tuple. Tuple is closed by parentheses. Next one, Python exception handling. In Python, when we execute a program, sometimes Python gives error. Here we learn how to handle these type of errors in Python. Exception is an error basically which occurs during the time of execution. When program disrupts the normal flow of the program's instruction. Exception is a base class for all exceptions in Python. In Python, we use try except to handle the exception. The try block tests the statements of the error. The except block handles the error. A single try statement can have multiple except statements. This is useful when the try block contains statements that may throw different types of exceptions. Now, let's move on the next slide. Python file handling. Reading and writing data to files using Python is pretty straightforward. To do this, you must first open files in the appropriate mode. File handling is an important part of any web application. To start with file handling, you have to open file. To open file, open function will be used. Mainly 3 modes are used. R opens the file in read-only mode. Second, W opens the file in write mode. Create a file if not exist. Third one is A. It opens the file for appending. Create a file if not exist. Okay, so move on the next topic. Class in Python. A class in Python is the blueprint or template from which specific objects are created. To understand the concept of classes and objects, we can think of class as a sketch of a house. It contains all the details about the floors, doors, windows, etc. Based on these descriptions, we build the house. Here we can say that the house is an object and house blueprint is class. So basically, a class is a design for an object. Now let's move on the next slide. Python constructor. A constructor is a class function that begins with double underscore. Constructor automatically called on class object creation. The task of constructors is to initialize or assign values to the data members of the class when an object of the class is created. Using this function, we can create constructor. When we create a class without a constructor, Python automatically creates a default constructor that doesn't do anything. Constructor can be of two types, parameterized, non-parameterized constructor. Now let's move on the next slide. Python decision making. Decision making in anticipation of conditions occurring while execution of the program and specifying actions taken according to the conditions. In Python, we do decision making by following statements like if statement, if else statements, nested if statements. If statements consist of a Boolean expression followed by one or more statements. In if else statements, if statements can be followed by an optional else statement which executes when the Boolean expression is false. Machine learning. Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence that enables machines to learn from data and deliver predictive models. The machine learning is not dependent on any explicit programming, but the data fed into it is a complicated process. It's mainly focused on the development of an computer logical programs that can access any data and use it learn for themselves. Machine learning has been classified into three main algorithms. First is supervised learning, second is unsupervised learning, third one is reinforcement learning. Now, what is data science? Data science encompasses preparing data for analysis and processing, performing advanced data analysis, and presenting the results to reveal patterns and enable stakeholders to draw informed conclusions. What is pandas? Pandas used mostly for data analysis, provides tools for data manipulation, reshaping, merging, sorting, slicing, aggregation, etc. It allows handling missing data. What is Pandas data frame? Pandas data frame is two-dimensional, size mutable, heterogeneous tabular data structure with labeled rows and columns. Can be thought of a dictionary-like container to store Python series objects. Pandas missing values. Missing values are marked as NaN. When summing the data, missing values will be treated as 0. Missing values in group by method are excluded. These are the functions. Ignore missing values but reserve them in the resulting arrays. If all values are missing, the sum will be equal to NaN. Now let's move on the next slide. What is Matplotlib data science? Matplotlib.pyplot is a plotting library used for 2D graphics in Python programming language. It can be used in Python scripts, shell, web application servers, and other graphical user interface toolkits. You can generate plots, histograms, power spectra, bar charts, error charts, scatter plots, etc. with just a few lines of code. Supervised machine learning. In supervised machine learning, it learns under guidance as cool as teacher guided and teaches us by feeding them labeled data. So teacher in this case is training data. What are different types of supervised learning in machine learning? These are two types of machine learnings, regression and classification. It is a type of supervised machine learning. It is used to predict the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. In logistic regression, the output has discrete values based on a set of independent variables. Now, second one is classification. It involves grouping the data into classes. If you are thinking of extending credit to a person, you can use classification to determine whether or not a person would be a loan defaulter. When the supervised learning algorithm labels input data into two distinct classes, it is called binary classification. And a multiple classification means it categorizing the data into more than two classes. Now let's move on the next slide. Unsupervised machine learning can be thought as self-learning, where you do not need to supervise the model, where model have to work on its own to discover information. Unsupervised learning mainly deals with unlabeled data. These are the two types of machine learning, clustering and association. Clustering is a method of grouping the objects into clusters such that objects with most similarities remains into a group and has less or no similarities with the objects of another group. It analyzes, finds the common between the data objects and categorizes them as per the presence and absence of those commonalities. Second one is association. Association rule is an unsupervised learning method which is used for finding the relationship between variables in the large database. It determines the set of items that occurs together in the dataset. Association rule makes marketing strategy more effective, such as people who buy X item, like suppose a breath, are also tend to purchase Y, like butter or jam. Decision trees. Decision tree is a basically tree-shaped diagram which shows graphical representation of a problem with all the possible solution to a decision. All decisions are based on some conditions which is used to determine a solution for a problem. These are the decision tree terminologies. First one is entropy, second is information gain, third one is root node, fourth one is leaf node, fifth one is splitting, sixth one is branches, seventh one is decision node, and eighth one is parent or child node. Now let's move on the next slide. K nearest neighbor. KNN is simple supervised learning algorithm used for both regression and classification problems. It is basically store all available cases and classify new cases based on similarities with stored cases. Now, how does KNN is work? First, in this diagram, we have two classes, one blue and one red. Now we have a green point. We have to find out whether this point is in red or blue. For this, we will define the value of k. At k equal to 1, we will see the distance from the green point to the nearest points and select the point with lowest distance and classify the green point in that class. Here it red. Fifth, at k equal to 5, we will calculate the distance from the green point to the nearest points and select the 5 points with the lowest distance and classify the green point to the most common class, that is red here. How to choose the value of k? The value of k is not defined, it depends on the cases. Support vector machines. Support vector machines is a supervised learning developed in the year 1990. It separates hyperplanes, which makes it as a discriminative classifier. SVMs are closely connected to the kernel framework and used in diverse fields. Kernel in SVM, so far all we have seen was for the linear separable data. Suppose we have the data which is not linearly separable, then what we do here, we use kernel function. What the kernel function does is convert data from low dimension to high dimension. Okay. And that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your time and attention. Thank you so much.